This is the Archfiend. It's Christmas time. It's the time to be happy. It's the time to just find peace and joy in the world. But the season has brought the dark side out of me again here. I didn't want to have to make just like, a vituperative evil video here for you guys bitching and moaning about something, because it is the Christmas season. It's time to be nice and happy. But, excuse me, I'm still sick. It's been over a week. The season has brought this out of me because a certain situation has put a company on the shit list, for lack of a better term, and as you can tell from the title of this video, that company is Apple. Now, there's a little bit of a backstory to this, so I want you guys to follow along here. Hopefully it doesn't bore you to sleep. Now, I did my little Christmas giveaway here on my channel last week. Those of you that came to the live show, you saw that I picked out a random winner. Actually, you guys actually helped me pick out a random winner, I should say. And that person ended up being Shay William Dawson 1. Congratulations to him. He was the person that submitted, ironically enough, or coincidentally enough, the first ever 10-second intro video ever since I started doing these 10-second intro videos. And he ends up being the winner. That was just a sheer coincidence, but anyways, congratulations to him. So after the show, I contacted him, and I said, congratulations, you won the $500 grand prize. You can either tell me what you want and I can send it to you for Christmas, that's equaling $500, or I can just send you the gift card, because I got to put it on an American Express gift card. And I could just, send this out to him, whatever, he can spend on whatever he wanted. And he got back to me and he said, oh, well, I was going to buy some iPod touches for my children this year for Christmas. If you want to spend it on that, that'd be great. That's, less Christmas shopping I have to do. And I thought that was fantastic. I'm glad that someone won who, has kids and didn't want to spend the money for themselves, but chose they could have spent this $500 on whatever they wanted for themselves, but they chose to buy Christmas gifts for their kids with them. And I thought that's fantastic, and I thought that was a nice move on his part, and I'm glad that someone like him ended up winning. Now, he sent me over a link to Apple's website, and he told me the specific ones he wanted. He wanted 2 different colors, and I was like, yeah, it's no big deal. I'll fill out the order, send it over to his address, and we're all good to go. I sent over all the corresponding details, the order numbers, all that stuff. I sent that all over to him so he could keep track of things if he so choose to. Now, I put the order through, and it was about a day or 2 went by last week. I want to say it was about Monday or Tuesday when it happened. It was the next day after it was ordered. He gets back to me and he says, hey, Archfiend, I went to check the status of the order, and it says the order is canceled. And he's like, did you do anything on your end? And I corresponded back to him. I said, no, I didn't do anything on my end. That's odd. I didn't cancel it or anything. So I went in, I checked the order status, and sure enough, it was canceled for an unlisted reason. And I contacted Apple, called them directly, got a hold of one of their associates, whatever you call it, and they said to me, well, it canceled out. There's probably an ordering error with the gift card you used. You might have put in the security card wrong, or security code wrong. I was like, all right, well, maybe that was possible. This is obviously a card I've never used before, so I don't, I'm not used to typing in the numbers as opposed to my personal credit card. So I was like, all right, I'll go ahead and I'll replace the order, which is what they advised me to do. And I did just that, and I triple checked the number on the front, the security card number, the little 3-digit number on the back, all that stuff that had to be put in. Checked it to make sure it was absolutely correct. 1 day goes by. Order cancels again. Now, let me backtrack here for a second. Each time I'm placing these orders, I'm getting a confirmation letter from Apple. Now, when Shay William Dawson contacts me the first time, it was news to me. I didn't get any sort of notification that the order was canceled from Apple. This second order gets canceled as well. No notification of cancellation from Apple. Now, the reason why I'm pointing that out is these are Christmas gifts for this guy's children. I didn't think of anything to have a reason to go in and check the order, because I figured if something is wrong with the order, they will contact me about it. But granted, it can't hurt to check up on it, and I guess I should have done that because obviously there was an issue with it. So, this thing cancels again, getting no notification from Apple whatsoever. This is a time-sensitive order because these have to be to the guy by Christmas Day, or else it's a worthless gift. Oh, here you go, my two sons. Here's your 6 days after Christmas gift. That would have went over real well, Apple. So, to make a long story short, I say, all right, I guess there is something wrong with this gift card. So I use this gift card just to buy something off of Amazon.com. I got a pair of like winter gloves for like $12, something small, just to see if this card works. Sure enough, the order processes, it goes through, and my merchandise is shipped to me. So I'm like, well, I guess it's not the card. So here we are now, a couple more days down the road. I said, well, I guess I'm going to use my own personal credit card on the Apple site. So I do just that. I use my own personal credit card, a card that's been used 1,000 times by myself, put the order through. That night, canceled order. No notification from Apple, no telling me what went wrong, no nothing. I call Apple back up. I say, what is the problem? This is the third time I'm calling you guys. Could you please tell me what is going on? Is it because I'm ordering something in my name and sending something to a different address? They say, no, that's absolutely not the case. People do that all the time. So I say, what is it? The guy on the phone, the whatever you want to call it, the attendant, whatever, can't give me an answer. He said, well, I'm going to have to relay this over to the accounting department. They're going to have to call you back within 24 hours. This was last Thursday that this was going down. It is now, as I'm making this video, Monday, 7:30. I've never got a call back from Apple in their accounting department. They told me that the accounting department was to call me back within 24 hours. Now, I understand it's the holidays. I understand it's probably damn busy over at Apple and all their customer service lines right now. That's all well and good, and I understand that. But if that's the case, and they're swamped over there, don't tell me something's going to get done in 24 hours when it takes now what is close to 4 days. I don't care what the excuse is. Tell me that they're going to call me back as soon as they can. Don't give me a time deadline and then don't follow through with it. To make a long story short, I took my business elsewhere. All 3 orders crashed and burned. Last Friday, I went over to Amazon.com, got the product. I found out they actually had them for $10 less. And to make things a bit more proper, I spent about $25 on the expedited shipping of these, even though I didn't have to. Because Shea William Dawson, is having to take my word for what things are going on here. And I want to thank him for being so understanding in this situation, because for all he knows, I was just jerking him around and there was no $500 prize. Imagine if it was someone that was less trusting. They would have said, hey, I won Archfiend's contest, but guess what? He's giving me some bullshit runaround story that he tried to place the order 3 times and it failed. Imagine if someone decided to make a video about that. Imagine if someone tried to smear me for doing something that was good out of the kindness of my own heart, putting $500 on a gift card for someone, and it's crashing and burning for no reason that I have no control over. Now, if someone was doing that to me and I was on the other end, I'd have been like, oh, please, gift cards like that, there's no problem with them. And then you ordered it on your own credit card and it still didn't go through. I wouldn't believe that. But Shea William Dawson, again, I thank him for being understanding in this, because, as God is my witness, or as whatever you believe in as your witness, I put things through and everything was genuine and there was no errors on my end. It was on Apple's website, because when I used this $500 gift card on Amazon.com, it processed just like that. I got an order confirmation as soon as the order was processed. I got an order confirmation as soon as the order was shipped. Everything was told to me. Everything was laid out. I'm relaying all the information back to him. It was ordered on Friday. It was going to be delivered to his house on Saturday. So I paid for the expedited shipping. It was just a bit of a bumped up fee, but you know what? I wanted to make things right, just to make things feel more right on my end, because he was being jerked around, or we both were being jerked around over a week for something that should have been resolved in a day or 2 at the most. So, I don't know what type of business they're running over there at Apple, but this was beyond unacceptable. Absolutely beyond unacceptable. For one, not being able to tell me why this wasn't working. Obviously, there was no user error on my end. There was no error with the card. I took my business to another site and it worked just fine. I ordered an item in my name, sent out to someone else, to another person's residence. Everything was kosher. Apple.com had a problem with it. I have no problem with Apple. Now I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, you already hate Apple anyway because you bash iHoarrrr, you know, you tear apart iJustine in the videos she makes. Actually, I had no problem with Apple before this. I loved Apple products. The iPhone kicks ass. iMacs are awesome. The iPad is the shiznit. But you know what? That company is dead to me now. I will never invest a dime in them after they jerked Shea William Dawson one and myself around like this. Trying to do something nice. Do you realize how bad this could have backfired for me if neither of us looked at that original order information? And then all of a sudden it's like Christmas Eve and he gets back to me and says, hey, Archfiend, the iPods aren't here and those were my kids' Christmas gifts. If that was someone who was giving them as gifts to their kids and it wasn't as trusting or understanding to the situation as I was relaying to him, he could have absolutely buried me and he would have had every single right to bury me for making a fraudulent, misleading contest, which is what it would have looked like, despite the fact that I wasn't doing anything to mislead him, to jerk him around. It was all Apple's doing. So, I'm going to put ads on this video. I'm going to make a little back, and I'm going to give a little bit back more to Shea William Dawson. He doesn't know this. I got some more iTunes gift cards. He doesn't know this, and he's just finding out right now. So I'm going to send some more of these over for him and his kids. So just to make up for the little hassle that Apple has been throwing around here. And I'll use the ad revenue from this video to buy some more Apple iTunes cards, and I'll give them out to you guys. So we could all give a little bit back for me bitching and moaning about Apple and their shitty customer service handling department, whatever you want to call it. Whoever's problem it is, I know for sure it ain't mine. This was bullshit, and I know it's the holiday season. I know things are busy as shit over at Apple, but goddamn, you gotta have an answer for when shit like this happens. And for whatever rhyme or reason, I don't know if the logistics of their website are messed up or whatever the case may be. You know what? I hope they don't fix their shit because they deserve to have people pissed off over this. I hope the entire system is corrupt over there. I hope they lose tens of thousands upon millions of dollars over people not being able to order their damn products. They would have had my business from day one. So, they jerked me around, canceled the order 3 times, now they don't get my business. Amazon.com does. So, thank you, Amazon.com, for allowing me to order something with no hassle, for sending corresponding emails to me. And on top of that, why couldn't Apple just send me some sort of notification right away when an order was canceled? I checked my spam boxes and my junk folders, they're not there. They haven't sent me anything. And as of last Thursday, they told me that they would be contacting me back within 24 hours. That call has never come. Eat me, Apple. Thank you, Amazon.com. Happy holidays, everyone. And I'm going to be extending that little contest thingamabobber that I have on my Twitter account where I ask you guys random questions. So, and like I said, the ad revenue from this video is going to be paying for those. So everyone can thank Apple for messing up because they're helping you guys win a few more prizes here off of my Twitter account. So take care, everyone. Happy holidays again, and hopefully everyone that ordered something off of a website actually gets it by Christmas, especially if it's a gift for your children. Take care, everyone.